Good morning, CTFO family. My name is Dr. Philip Zinni, and I'm on the Medical Advisory Board for CTFO, and it's a pleasure and honor to speak to you today about a new product. First of all, my background, I'm board certified in family practice, and I've been practicing functional and integrative and sports medicine and regenerative medicine for a long time, decades. I also have a fellowship in sports medicine. And what really got me interested in CBD in general was looking for something for my patients that could help out with pain and mitigate pain. Then through that process and through that research, I found out that there was actually other benefits, and those other benefits belong to the endocannabinoid system, which is a big fancy word, so most people just say ECS, the endocannabinoid system. And that's a system that helps to regulate multiple functions in the body. Why is that important? The reason why it's important is because there are multiple receptors throughout the body. There are multiple sites that need to be regulated. And about a year ago, I was invited to help out with a diabetic group. And this group had issues with blood sugar, as you can imagine, because they're diabetics. And then also most type 2 diabetics. Those are the people that get diabetes as an adult. Those are the individuals that are usually overweight. They have something called insulin resistance, and then they also have something that's related to the thyroid, where the thyroid maybe isn't working as well as it could be. Some people have likened the term Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which means, again, the thyroid system isn't working as well because of this kind of whole storm of events in the body where the immune system is kind of hyperstimulated, overwhelmed. So that's where the endocannabinoid system comes in, and that's why it's important to regulate the endocannabinoid system. So in the beginning with these patients, most of them had some type of pain issue, whether it be arthritis or neuropathy. So I would start these people off with our Super Gold, the CBDa product, and I would give them some of the full spectrum. So they would take both of them. Now I'm really excited because we have a new full spectrum product that's going to be launched on this call that has as much or more of the CBDA in it because of the formulation. And the full spectrum now has the 10x Pure delivery system, which means that now you're getting a product that's stabilized. You're getting the A version of CBD stabilized, and it's something that can be utilized and bioavailable. In other words, the body can uptake it and then use it. So getting back to the endocannabinoid system, why the full spectrum is important is because most products have maybe 2 or 3 of the cannabinoids. So it might be CBD, it might be CBG, it might be CBC, whereas the full spectrum has approximately 10 various cannabinoids. And the most prominent cannabinoids are the A forms. That means CBDA, and it also means CBGA. So by having multiple access points, by having multiple receptors that are activated, that means that now the whole endocannabinoid system, or a majority of the endocannabinoid system, can be activated, regulated, modulated, or kind of modified. So for those people that have autoimmune issues, again, like thyroid issues or Hashimoto's thyroiditis or diabetes or insulin resistance, now the body is kind of set up to work more optimally. So that means that now your blood sugar is going to be processed a little bit better. That means the cells are going to be activated better in order to utilize the blood sugar. So what we saw in the group was that their blood sugars came down. They got off of medications. Their weight came down. They felt better in general. there's a whole host of other issues that weren't really being addressed directly, that were addressed indirectly. Their kind of well-being, they just felt better, thinking better, better focus. I've heard some people say their skin even felt better with this. And a large part of that is again because of this endocannabinoid system being modulated. The other benefit to the full spectrum, besides having the same or more of the CBDA, is now these individuals will have to use just one product. So instead of using the 10x Pure Super Gold, now they can use the 10x Pure Full Spectrum 1500 and get more of the CBDA along with that whole other endocannabinoids that are available in them. The other benefit of the full spectrum is something called terpenes. Terpenes are these organic, naturally occurring substances that help out with other aspects of the body. If you think about it, when someone has a inflammatory process, which really a kind of a ramped up or hyperimmune system is really an inflammatory process that's kind of in overdrive. So you want something to kind of dampen that. So in other words, if you're on fire, you want the fire up. So you pour water on it, or you put a rug on it, or a towel, or something like that. You want to dampen the fire. That's what these terpenes do because they're anti-inflammatory. They help out with oxidation, so they're antioxidative. And as a result, they help to modulate that aspect. And we live in a pro-inflammatory environment. If you think about it, your whole body is being constantly bombarded. The very air that you breathe, the water that you drink, if you're not drinking purified water, has inflammatory substances. So your body is constantly being barraged by all of these inflammatory substances. So if you can do something to help dampen that, that's the real benefit. So that's the benefit of the full spectrum because it has all these terpenes. And again, the terpenes that are in the full spectrum are twice as much as that which was in the Super Gold 10x Pure product. So again, you're kind of getting, I shouldn't say kind of, you're getting more than two products in one bottle. So that's the advantage of the full spectrum. I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent and just tell you all the other benefits that these individuals are seeing. Because again, there's this big inflammatory process, right? So they do well with CBDa by boosting the natural production of glutathione in the body. They do well with boosting the immune system, so they're all on the immune combo. And then finally, most people have some type of anxiety or depression that goes along with that. So they're doing well with Bliss, the CBGA product. So that's kind of my go-to for this group, and that's the kind of the formula, if you will, the magic formula that I use not only for this group, but also for my patients that I see every day, day in and day out, and also for myself and my wife and for my friends and family that I treat. So there is a plethora, there's a ton of research that backs up all of this. Matter of fact, I'm giving a lecture in May, I believe it is, could be March, on this very subject. And I've given lectures in the past 3 years about all the beneficial effects of CBDA, the acidic parent form, because that's the form that's found in the plant. That's the natural form. That's the form that is stabilized by the 10x Pure system. So hopefully I gave you some great information. Hopefully you're fired up about how you can help your team, your clients, if you're a healthcare professional, your patients, to live better lives, to be better, to strive better. Thank you again, CTFO family, for letting me be part of this. It's truly a blessing and an honor to serve the CTFO family. Thanks. Have a great rest of the conference, and we'll talk soon.